Charlie Lamb with a remarkable. So up next, Charlie Lamb. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do? Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
One out, bases full.
The shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Carter Jensen, the next to hit. Two outs, bases empty. On the ground, Murray tosses to first, and he has thrown 4. Lamb with a homer in his last game.
Come on, Charlie.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a pair. It's 9-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Charlie Lamb.
Baez back to work. Lamb, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Ripped to short, in the hole, jump throw, not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb had a sensational showing in the win. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited.
Charlie Lamb. First and second, no outs. Lamb getting ready to hit. And that is out of play.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can.
Nimala. There's one out. Over to first, safe. And next to hit for the Sox, Drew Gilbert.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. throws in. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. One down, runners at second and third. Just missed.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the backs were set.
And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Right through there for a strike. Second and third, one away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
3-2.
That's the third. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Justin Henry Malloy stands in here, takes ball one low. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One out, bases empty. Tap foul at the plate. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it...
Slings it across, and a quick out, number one. Runner at second, nobody out.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And there's one away. So now here's the DH, J.J. Weatherholt. Ground ball right side, could be two. Slings to second. Return throw to first, got him. Double play. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Got one out to right. Cowser sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. So two down. So up next for Chicago, Justin Henry Malloy. This could end it. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Bottom of the ninth, one-run game, two on. Now it's the second baseman. Tapped softly on the ground, Nimmola. And that is the ball game. Charlie Lamb getting ready. So runner at second, two down. Michael Massey next up for the Cardinals. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty.
Come on, Charlie.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the batter now, Drew Gilbert. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. That misses. And the count even 1-1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
There's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Nimula. They get the force. And that'll do it. Back here on the south side. And here's the catcher, Carter Jensen. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. Zips it to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Lamb measures 5 feet 10 inches, 23 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. The shortstop takes the ball.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Up the middle, Nimula on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swinging a foul straight back. Priest, in his 2nd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swinging a ground ball. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So the tying run in scoring position now. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. This one popped up right side. Right. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox strailing the tying run on base to win. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Charlie Lamb. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Hey, nice hit. That's
Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And up next for Chicago, Drew Gilbert. Gallen checks on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. First and second, 1 out. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Grounder off the pitcher. Gets to first ahead of the runner, and they do get the out. Runner at second here, 1 gone. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Ripped on a line to center. Varsho makes the grab, 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Fouled off down the right side. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Center field. Varsho under it. And that is that. Back to the top of the lineup, Brian Rocchio will hit next. On the ground to short, Lamb. Fires over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. So up next, Charlie Lamb, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. Rocchio throws to first in time, and that is the back to the top of the order. Here's Brian Rocchio. On the ground out to short. Lamb. In plenty of time to first. Now 2 away. And next to hit for the Sox, Charlie Lamb. That one misses. Ball 1.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at first with no outs here. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here comes a pitch. That one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level,
hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. Lamb could have done more. Charlie Lamb. Charlie Lamb now at the plate. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rocchio pulls it down, and that is Tiedemann back to work. Strike one.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out.
The right fielder.
Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Zach Veen. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Lined into left center. Base hit. Lamb coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-1. Back here at Rogers Center, and stepping in is the speedy Misael Urbina. Up the middle. Over to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And that is out of play.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Yeah, you got it.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play.
Now,
And here is Zach Veen.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First offering. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Whoa, that's down.
Movement in the bullpen. Bo Brisky up and loosening in the pen. Vodnik also getting ready. Swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. And now the first baseman, B.J. Murray Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fastball is outside. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. Lamb over at second. 1 down. He goes down looking.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
That one is absolutely belted. Weimer going back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at
Lamb. Quick feed to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Outside low. And that is ball
Counts
1.
1-0.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The shortstop takes the ball. And that one in the air center field. Brings it in. One up, one down. And now the right fielder, Joey Weimer. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a 2-out double to put the winning run aboard.
He was all over that one. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Man at second. That's down and in.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Hammered on the line, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. The White Sox take the lead. It's 4-3. No outs. Runner at first. Zach Veen. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. One on, nobody out. A run in here in the top half of the 10th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And here's the first baseman, B.J. Murray Jr. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. And that one upstairs, ball 1. One out, the runner at second here in extra innings. Takes it in for the out. Digging in, Drew Gilbert. In there for strike 1. Swings through that.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Base knock center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings. One out, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Isaac Paredes. On the ground, Lamb. Blue Jays have just one out left here. And now the first baseman, Bryce Eldridge. Matsui is just one strike away. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've tied it again. One out, runner at second. Joey Wiemer getting ready to hit. The winning run on second base. Base hit! Oh, he botches it. Around third. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Across is the winning run. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down, stepping in the long ball threat, Charlie Lamb. 3 hits and a loss last night. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lamb working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Out towards right center field. Wiemer sizing this one up. Hauls it into Indiana. White Sox. Lamb playing up the middle at short, hitting third in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Charlie Lamb. And that one fouled off. Next pitch inside, and the count is 1-1. Lamb with an impressive show of speed in his last game, swiping 3 bags. That one missed.
Those 3 stolen bases in his last game, man, he made it look easy.
Didn't you swipe 3 bags in a game against the Tigers once?
Yeah, that was a fun game for me, but not so much for Brandon Inge, who was behind the dish that day.
Ball 3.
And a curve is down and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. It's through for a hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Drew Gilbert. Runner takes off, ripped to short.
He's in there.
Barely got him for the out. Close play. Jonah Bride will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. That misses the zone. And 1-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Cole Sands up and throwing. Ibar also throwing. That misses off the outside edge.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That one is hammered right field. Going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 4. So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Gimenez. Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And it's gone. Home run number 35 on the year. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
2 on, 1 out. Lamb digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Foul ball.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And a base hit up the middle. Coming home. He will score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Now batting.
1 down. Here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there are 2 outs. Jonah Bride now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the top of the 9th. Ball 1 there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Count.
That one misses. Full count now. Second and third, 2 down. And down on strikes. Good job at damage control. So digging in, Dominic Canzone. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take this one in a blowout. Lamb really stood out. Charlie Lamb. Vinny Pasquantino stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground right side, 4. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first. Gets it. Good job to stay with it there for the second out.
Well, I believe we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Out to short. Lawler jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play. 1 down. Here's Byron Buxton. Grounds 1 to short. Lamb. Over to first. That takes care of Buxton. 1 out, bases empty. And a base hit.
All over that one right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. In there at the knees. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Buxton puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So a man aboard. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Edgar Caro. The walk and a run scored his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Right side, Pasquantino. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 out. Runners at first and second. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores. First and second, 1 out. Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Just missed.
That's the ball.
That's in there, and it's 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jorge Alcala getting loose out there. Gratterol warming up as well. And it is 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one missed. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Last half of inning number 5. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Carroll in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swings and misses at one down below the zone.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Bases loaded. One away. Not close with that one, and that's ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Malloy stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs. Bases are full. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Brugge, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So they get one. Bases empty, one away. Gabriel Moreno now at the plate. And a pitch. Up the middle, Lamb. Throws to first in time. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Bases empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball, shallow right field. Carroll. He's got it, and there's 2 away. New inning getting started. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Out to short. Handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. Tying run at the plate. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb with one down. Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. Out to short. A dive. Nice stop. Fires to first. Got him. Nice play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first-step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Ground ball, left side. Throws to first in time. Third out, and that ends. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 aboard, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 3-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's the second baseman. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to the left. Lamb. Throws across the diamond, and the inning is over. 2 on, 2 outs.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
In the air, out towards right center. Base hit, 1 run is in. Throws to second. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends. Base is empty with 2 away. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next. Up the middle. Lamb. Tosses to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
1-1.
Lamb with another scorching run of play lately. Next pitch is outside.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Scorch to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 7-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. He knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. Hit hard on the ground is short. Fires across the diamond, 2 out. Back to the top of the order. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slug their way to a win in this one. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Headed towards the corner. Fraley really on his horse for it. Nice grab on the run. And so the lineup flips over. Jake Fraley stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swinging a ground ball. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. Man at first, 1 away. And first offering is fouled off. Lamb in his 6th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 0-1. And that one fouled off.
Ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Ball outside. Safe at second with a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make
dives, and it gets by. Coming home. He'll score. Relay throw to third. The tag out. And at first, here's Byron Buxton. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. 1 out, base is empty.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one inside, and it hit him. Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it, but still deliver a seed on.
And that one handled. The throw to second, and that's 2. And the batter now, Charlie Lamb. You got to feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is going to turn on one swing. Fouled off down the right side. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. The shortstop takes the ball. Swung on, belted. Carroll hustling after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. The next pitch misses. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one is back. Drops into the glove, and the inning is. So, runner at second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter. This could end it. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Diamondbacks salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Lamb had it. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down. Next to hit, Charlie Lamb. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what.
Sends it to Tolia. 3rd out. Man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Ha-Sung Kim. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play. 1 out, bases empty.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Curveball drops in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Lamb recently taking home Player of the Month honors. And ball 1.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it.
Great hit. Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Here's Michael Tolia. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lamb. Tosses across the first. That ends the inning. 2 out, space is empty. Rocked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one's gone. His 38th of the year. It's 5-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Now here is Charlie Lamb. He's already homered here in this one.
Lamb.
On the ground to 3rd and foul ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swung on, belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. 2 on, 1 out. Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Orion Kerkering, the closer, is getting loose. Miller cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
So the tying run at second, cut on and missed at 101. And the count 1-2. And there's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Justin Henry Malloy. That's to third. Over to second for one. And that's a double play to end it. Lamb was a real bright spot despite the loss. Charlie Lamb ready to go. One down. Stepping in, Charlie Lamb. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Hey, it's still early in this ball game, but you know this at bat right here could be a big factor in the outcome. You think about it. There's a chance to really blow this thing open right here.
That one ripped. And out of here. Another homer. Home run number 40 on the year. It's 6-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
2 outs, base is empty. Lamb with a homer in his last game.
1 ball, no strike.
In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Maloney now at the plate. On the ground to short. Lamb. Tosses to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. So 2 away with nobody on. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Gets him to chase after that one.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. He's been able to stay.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That's not coming back. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 7-3. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And digging in for San Francisco, Ha-Sung Kim. Hit to right, and that should do it.
I got it.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox even this series up at a game apiece. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
Swings and misses, and good work there as he gets a 1. Brian Reynolds here. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1, and that's 2. 1 out, base is empty. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger. Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Glass now with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. Lamb takes his lead at third with 1 away. On the ground, right side. Sends it to Tolia. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And up next for the Giants, Ha-Sung Kim. The 1-2. On the ground, 2 ball. Glove flip to second, back to first, and that is a double play. 2 out, space is empty.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a base hit right there. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And up next for Chicago, Drew Gilbert.
Now batting, the center fielder, Drew Gilbert.
Gilbert in his 4th year, 29 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. The 1-0. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one finds the corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Here's the catcher, Daniel Susak. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never. Growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, something.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's going to be Zach Veen. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Giants win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Lamb kept that. Charlie Lamb. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb.
Lamb.
Swings and misses. 4-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive. Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Graceffo with a move to first. Lamb back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Lifted in the air out to left. Quan grabs it on the run. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 3-2. On the ground to the left. Lamb gets it to first, and the inning is over. First and second, 2 down. Lamb was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Fought off foul.
When you're winning Player of the Month more than once in the same season, you might be earning some other awards in the offseason. I think he's set up pretty well in the MVP race.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. That's to third. Slings it across. They limit the damage here. So 2 down. And next for LA, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Hit on the ground to short. They get the force out number 3. Graceffo back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Puts it away for the out. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That's inside.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one. And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
2-2. That one misses, and the count is even 2-2. That's a base hit. Run scores. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way
Runner on the move. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Charlie Lamb. And that is out of play. Scott, a former All-Star, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Comebacker to the mound. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. So up next, Stephen Kwan. This could end it. Slowly on the ground to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox take game 1 of the series on the road. Lamb. Get that hit. Charlie Lamb with it. Here's a big power threat. Charlie Lamb leading the AL in batting average. And there's a ball.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Well struck left field. Going back.
Get out of here.
Makes the catch up against the wall. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1-2 now. Up the middle. And that is that. 2 out, space is empty. Line drive. Betts zips it to first. That's the 3rd out. So they make Rush back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-2.
Next pitch misses way outside. Now one missed.
Full count.
On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Charlie Lamb. That one is absolutely belted. Stretches out and hauls it in. Base is empty with 2 away. The batter now will be Will Smith. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the first 2 games of this series on the road. Charlie Lamb. Now it's the power speed combo. Charlie Lamb. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Drew Gilbert digs in now with a couple of homers in this series. 3 hits total. And ball 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. He's safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Lamb on at second with 2 down. That's a little bit low. And there's the automatic. And ball four, two aboard. First and second, 2 outs. Arturo now at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Ball.
Next offering is fouled back. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Jose Ramirez. On the ground, Lamb. Zips it across. That's the third out. 2 out, space is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Lamb playing up the middle at short. A member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one the other way. Chisholm sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Hit hard on the ground to short. And Ramirez is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
Strider back to work. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one is back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. A laser to left. It's 1-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Back here at Chavez Ravine. We're at the top of the 8th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Thomas under this one. Makes the catch for the out. And here's the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. On the ground to short, Lamb. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
2 outs, nobody on. Jonah Bride steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a 2-out double.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Hit to right, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Charlie Lamb. First and second, no outs. Lamb digs in now.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Into the outfield, base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's 1-0. And next to hit for the Sox, Drew Gilbert. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And misses inside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Zach Veen, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
That smash towards center. And he makes the catch. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 3. First and third, 1 down. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His 43rd home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 7-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
One out, bases empty.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
Lamb playing up the middle at short, hitting third in the lineup. He's a former American League MVP. Out towards left center. Robert under it. And there's 2 down. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Hit on the ground to short. Lamb fires over to first, and they take care of Robert for the out. So bases loaded with 1 away. Lamb will hit next. He's already homered in this game. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Lamb launched a homer in his most recent game. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, bases full. And the slider just misses.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Base hit, 1 run in already. Throw into third. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's...
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And it's a double-digit lead. Now it's the second baseman, Antonio Arturo.
Luke Weaver.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Steer under it. He makes the grab. And that is that. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered here in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these White Sox really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They have 6 hits today with runners in scoring position, and that's something they can feel very proud of. There's certainly added pressure when you're hitting with runners on, so the fact that they've come through so many times in those spots shows me a lot about the makeup of these hitters.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Tovar toss to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. And the batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Robert. Back here at Coors Field, bottom 9. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
1-1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. One up, one down. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Miller, the next to hit.
2-2-2.
Nice grab. There's 1. The double play ends it right here. Lamb had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer. Charlie Lamb with 1 down. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. Big game for him last night. Knocked in 6 runs. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's 1. And that's 2. Garcia back to work. Line drive. Coming out Robert, and he's there. 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And there's a hit. Lead runner holds up. We're at first and second with nobody out.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Lamb now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second home run of the series. It's 6-5. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty, one away. Next to hit for the Rockies, Mickey Moniak. A dive. Nice stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Lamb swings through it for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
One and two.
In the dirt, runner holds. Count goes to 1-2.
Two balls, two strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. Back here in Denver, here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to first. One up, one down. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive. And
well, got to pause on that thought as that'll do it. One down. Here's the third baseman, Owen Miller. That one ripped. Fair ball. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He somehow got to that outside pitch and pulled it hard into the outfield. Not exactly what you're supposed to do with that kind of location.
Lifted to left, and this should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run. Charlie Lamb. Charlie Lamb now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Here comes a pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot. and they jump out front. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Digging in, Spencer Steer. 1-2 now. Wormburner into the outfield for a knock. Wong rounds third, headed for the plate. Out at the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Outside low, and a count 1-2. Lamb at second with 2 down. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Move to second, and he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. First and second, 2 down. Liner, and this could be trouble. Headed for the plate. 1 runs in, coming home. The relay to the plate. He's in there. It's 3-0. Here comes the manager. Here's the center fielder, Drew Gilbert. 0 for 2 in this one.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Criswell, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Next offering is fouled back. Ripped to right. Humphrey pulls it in, and there's 1 away. Mickey Moniak will hit next.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And they're down to their last out. Next for Colorado, Charlie Condon. 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor leagues. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Man at first, 1 away.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
And that is out of play.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
That's inside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Drew Gilbert steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And that's off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Right over at second, Lamb at first, 1 gone. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
2 balls, 1
Well, he came
strike.
right at him right there. Challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Go to second. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. 2 outs. That misses.
That's the ball.
And that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there.
2 balls, 1
Really had
strike.
some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those. If you
Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. But all the runners hold. Two on, 2 outs. That's in there.
definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Checks his swing. Now to appeal to third. And no swing. It's ball 4. So up next, Zach Veen.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
That one's in there. 1-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Got him. Huge strikeout there. Hard hit left side. That's out number 3. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 7-4. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Back at right field, Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. On to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Lamb getting ready to hit. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Cut on and lifted in the air. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. And we're back. And the batter now for Elvis Martinez. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Bryce Eldridge next up for the Blue Jays. Roll to short, could be 2. Beats to second, out there. Over to first, safe. Here's Brian Rocchio. Popped in the air, left side. Carroll settles under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take the series opener here at home. Charlie Lamb. So 2 down. Here's a big power threat. Charlie Lamb. Swings through that one. 0-1.
They left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count.
0-2.
Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho makes the grab, and that is that. 2 outs, nobody on. Orelvis Martinez now at the plate. On the ground, Lamb tosses across to first. That's the 3rd out. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. The 2-run shot. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 3-0. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Well, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Runner at first with no outs here. Lamb went off for 2 homers in his last game.
0-1.
This one in the air right field. Weimer sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. Isaac Paredes, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across. Out number 3. Back here on the south side. And now the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. Avila back to work. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 up, 1 down. Man at first, Joey Weimer next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second for 1. And that's a double play to end it. Lamb was a big contributor for them in the win. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard. Charlie Lamb ready to go. Okay, all set to go. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. On the ground to short. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Charlie Lamb digs in now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a foul out of play.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Montgomery, the runner at second with 1 away. That one 95 to finish him off.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Fires to the plate. And he's in there as a run scores. So now it's the full-hole hitter, Justin Henry Malloy. He tripled and scored his first time. Inside, just missed. Tied up here in the early going. Up and in, and it's 2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Weimer snags it. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. Zach Veen steps to the plate for the White Sox.
RBI single his last time up.
On the ground to the left. What a stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Start of the 4th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Alex Freeland. Out to short, Lamb. Fires over to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Bloss back to work. Hammered, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now the left fielder, Justin Henry Malloy. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Keegan Thompson up and loosening in the pen. Sands warming up as well. Lamb stands at second with no outs.
Ball. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
Pickoff throw. Lamb dives back in safely. And there's a ball.
2-2.
And that's outside. And the count's full. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Veen, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move.
1-2.
There's a ball. Throw to third. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Veen checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Murray stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Now 1-1. Murray recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. off the mark there. And it's 2-1.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Edgar Caro getting ready to hit. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Just missed.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Squeezes it. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's a 3-run game, 6-3. Next to hit, Charlie Lamb.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Comes through with the RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on.
Foul ball there. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Second and third, 2 down. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 and 2's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. And they limit. So 2 away with nobody on. Alex Freeland now at the plate. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep. Here's the center fielder. Grounder might be 2. There's 1, and that's all they'll get. So 2 down. Charlie Lamb getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Fly ball center field. Has this one sized up? He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. This one could be trouble. And that's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Gilbert, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Runner at second, 2 down as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And the inning is over. The White Sox. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Roll to short, could be 2. The flip, there's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Oh, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. 2-2 now. Out to short. Throw to first is in time. Base is empty, 1 away. Charlie Lamb steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one fouled off. Kicks and deals. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Lamb digs in now. 1 for 4 with a double.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Here's a high chopper. Now only 1 out remaining.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And next to hit for the Sox, Drew Gilbert. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. He sends a rocket to left. His 13th home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 8-6.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet.
Lamb in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And there's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down here in extra innings. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one upstairs, ball 1. They're down to their final strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The White Sox down to their final strike.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Lamb played okay, but not well enough to boost them. Charlie Lamb. So up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That clips the zone, and that is strike two.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Lamb now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and so they end up with some speed on at first. Man at first with one gone. Here's the cleanup hitter. Pickoff throw. Lamb back on a dive.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner takes off. Pitches low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. The 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
One strike.
One out, and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Late on that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Had him out front for strike three.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Arturo, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a miss, strike one. Arturo wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. And that misses. Ball 2. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Lamb at second with 2 down. Got him. And that is the third out of the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. DeLuca under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 5 innings complete. White Sox 4, and the Guardians nothing. 2 outs, runner at first. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit. Out to short. Throws to first in time, and that's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. 1 down. Next to hit, Charlie Lamb. He's a guy who does it all. Line drive, Neto. Jump throw on the money. Nice play. Base is empty with 2 away. And here is Zach Neto. Popped up. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox even this series up at a game apiece. Charlie Lamb. So digging in, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
One strike.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That's a laser base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Antonio Arturo steps to the plate for the White Sox. Went deep in the... Moved first. Lamb dives back in safely.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Man on second, 2 down. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Miranda has room, and he makes the catch. 1 out, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now back.
First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Antonio Arturo steps to the plate for the White Sox. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. Man at first. And up next for Chicago, Charlie Lamb. And first offering is fouled off.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that is that. The White Sox runner at first with 2 away. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. 1 strike away. On the ground, and this should do it. Lamb. That's the ball game. Strung that hitting streak out for another game. Charlie Lamb. 1 down. The batter will be the shortstop, Charlie Lamb. On the ground, out to short, and that one finds its way through. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, 1 out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Drew Gilbert in the box now, takes strike 1. Swing and a miss.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. Third home run of the season. It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Lamb zips it to first. One up, one down. 2 outs, base is empty.
Shortstop, Charlie Lamb.
And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. Inning over. On to the fourth, and now Jordan Westberg. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slings it across. One up, one down. The White Sox looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. The shortstop takes the ball.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Swings through that one for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Parada down to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So the tying run in scoring position now. Zach Neto digs in for the Guardians. So the tying run at second. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it across, and now 2 gone.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And fouled off.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one. Wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that will end the inning. Jose Miranda digs in for the Guardians. Hit hard, should be extra bases. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman. Line drive, and that'll do it. The Guardians hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball.
The hitters will enter a three-swing sudden death swing off until one hitter advances. Out of here and into the second deck. His third consecutive home run. Number 4 in a row. No question about that one. 2 minutes remaining. Another home run. A hat trick. 3 in a row. That's number 4 in a row. And yet another home run. Another home run. That's 3 in a row now. 4 in a row now. Just 1 minute remaining. 5 straight home runs. 30 seconds left. And there it is, his 14th home run. The bonus round has begun. Oh, that's a monster home run. No doubt about that one. Let's see. Gone. That's his first home run. That one is gone. His second home run. And there it is, his third home run. His third consecutive home run. Number 4 in a row. 2 minutes are now on the clock. There's another one. Gone, his 6th home run. Another home run. No question about that one. Make it 9 home runs. A hat trick. 3 in a row. Another home run. Out of here. Gone. That home run will advance them into the... And now, the challenger in this championship round, representing the Chicago White Sox, number 10, Charlie Lamb. That's number 4 in a row. That's a home run, his 5th in the round. Just 1 minute remaining. Oh, that's a monster home run. There's number 7. 30 seconds left. No doubt about that one. No question about that one. And that one's gone into the second deck. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Charlie Lamb.
One down. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. One down, base is empty.
One.
Hard hit left side. Slings to first in time. So digging in, Charlie Lamb. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. McCarthy trying to get there. He's got it, and that'll do it. So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing and a ground ball. Lamb. In plenty of time to first, and there's two away. So runner at second, two down. Lamb will hit next. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Liner, base hit. Here comes Bohm around third. The throw is offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That one fouled off. That's in there.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. They get a 2 on, 1 out. Now it's Mookie Betts. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Roll to short. Possible 2 ball. Quickly to second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now Charlie Lamb.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
The shortstop takes the ball.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. It's 2-1.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Bottom 8, welcome back as we've got a pinch hitter, Bryce Terang.
They're running out of time in this game, trying to get something started here.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr., Gorman. And that is the ball game.
Well, I'm a little biased towards the American League, having spent my entire career on that side of things, but you got to tip your